Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon,
Waalaikumsalam.
Miss. I'm sorry for bothering your time. First, I'd like to say I know that you're very busy, so thank you for allowing me to doing this interview. Actually, it's not that a serious interview. I'm just want to know more about you, Miss. There's not many questions, and the question is just something general, Miss.
Okay.
Okay, let me introduce myself, Miss. My name is Alice Nisa Amalia. I'm from a program study of business administration. I'm from Garut, and I'm a new student in Polban. And there's my friends also. Faz, can you introduce yourself?
Uh, Introduce myself. My name is Fajra Wasadinata. I'm from Garut. Uh, I'm from class 1A Business Administrasi D4. Makasih.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Now, can you introduce your name, Miss, and what kind of course that you teach also in what program study that you teach now, Miss, in Polban?
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Hello, my name is Dian Ratna Suminar. I teach in Polban. I come from Bandung, and then I teach in K3LL, or Occupational Health and Safety and Protect the Environment, Mass Balance, Pilot Plan, and Industrial Waste Treatment subject. And I come from the Chemical Engineering major, Chemical Engineering Diploma 3 program study.
Okay, Faz, can you give the next questions?
Selanjutnya, untuk being a lecturer means along education. How and where did you learn, Miss?
Yes, right. I studied starting from Diploma 3 in Chemical Engineering Polban, and then I continue my study for get bachelor degree at Jayabaya University, and then master degree at the University of Indonesia.
Okay, Miss. Wow, it's very cool.
I mean,
And how long have you been a lecturer in Polban, Miss?
I taught at Polban from 2018. That's mean it has been more than 2 years.
okay, next question. Did you immediately become a lecturer, or did you have another job before the Polban, Miss?
No, before becoming a lecturer, I worked in a private company in Jakarta. I worked at Astra Daihatsu Motor for 8 years.
Okay, Miss. Why did you choose this course and become a lecturer, Miss?
Because by become a lecturer, I can work in accordance with my background is chemical engineering. In Astra Daihatsu Motor, I use to work not according to my background. I work as a production planning staff, which has nothing to do with chemical engineering. This is not same with my background ya in Astra.
So is it hard, Miss, from chemical engineering to a production staff? It's not. Are you enjoying that occupation, Miss?
Oh yes, I enjoy because in Astra Daihatsu Motor I get friends, a lot of friends that very support me. But yes, I enjoy.
So Faz, next.
Next, kan di Polban tuh ini sudah menjadi dosen lama nih. Question is it hard to be a lecturer in Polban, Miss? Jadi apa ya keluh kesah menjadi dosen, sulitnya tuh di Polban tuh gimana, Miss?
Okay. Yes, it is difficult to be a Polban lecturer because in Polban, apart from teaching theory, I have to teach practicum, and in Polban lectures is not have teaching assistant or assistant dosen ya in Indonesian. And then I teaching very long hours. Hours is very long, and I also required to do research and community service. This is very hard, yeah. But the start when I become a lecturer, I'm very little frustration because I must study again because for 8 years I not work as a chemical engineering, but gradually I enjoy it.
Okay, Miss. As you said before, that you teach about a K3LL course. So I want to know what the most important point of this course and why the students should learning this course.
Okay. I teach about the K3LL mass balance pilot plan. I will explain from KTLL. The point in KTLL is being an engineer must have knowledge about occupational health and safety and environment protection, so that later chemical engineering graduates can apply in industry. And then for mass balance, as an engineer who will work in industry must know the principle of the process where period of entry is the same with time out. And then for pilot plan, uh, the pilot plan teach chemical engineering students about the actual tools that to be used in the industrial on a mini plant scale. And then the last is industrial waste treatment. This course is teach for the students about how to treat liquid waste in industry and parameters related to waste treatment.
Oke, Miss. Sekarang seperti yang kita ketahui kan bahwa di Polban itu sudden based learning hard skill, also learning soft skill too. What's your opinion about that? Is important to learn soft skill in perguruan tinggi in kolega?
Okay, soft skill is very important because it is not only listen that must be studied by a student in university or Polban, but also soft skill is very important, especially when students graduate from Polban and work in the industry. They will meet new people. So if they don't have soft skill, they would not able to adapt to the work environment. Jadi saya punya sedikit cerita dulu waktu pas saya kerja di Astra Daihatsu Motor, di mana ada karyawan baru dan di mana itu tuh lulusan dari university yang terkenal, tetapi attitude-nya itu jelek banget ya, jadi kayak bossy gitulah. Dan kebetulan pada saat si mahasiswa itu atau lulusan dari university itu masuk ke Astra, dia tuh kan membawahi operator-operator yang sudah tua ya, yang umurnya tuh jauh di atas dia, mungkin seumur bapaknya. Dan di mana dia tuh punya pengalaman bekerja di sana tuh yang jauh lebih lama daripada si mahasiswa lulusan university itu. Jadi si bawahannya itu agak kurang suka sama bosnya karena si bosnya itu bossy. Lalu ya namanya orang baru pasti kan dia nggak tahu apa-apa kan di pekerjaan barunya itu. Dia juga harus banyak belajar gitu-gitu. Ya jadi kayak dibodoh-bodohi aja sama bawahannya gitu. Lalu pada suatu ketika ada terjadi trouble di plant, and then dia ditanya ya, si mahasiswa lulusan itu ditanya oleh manajemen, lalu dia gelagapan gitu nggak ngerti apa-apa, dan ya udah kelihatan kalau dia tuh emang nggak tahu apa-apa gitu karena gara-gara dia bossy itu gitu. Jadi soft skill is very important.
So insist, jadi soft skill itu sangat penting juga ya buat.
Okay, Miss. What's your opinion about the students in Polban? Like for the ethics of a student to a teacher, how's their ethics, Miss?
Okay, Polban students are diverse ya, berbagai macam kondisi. Some are very respectful of lectures, but some are little respectful of lectures. Maybe if the lecturer who taught the student, they would respect, mereka akan hormat. But some student who were not taught, jadi ada mahasiswa yang tidak diajar oleh dosen tersebut, is not respect kepada dosen itu. I also don't know why ya. Maybe because perkembangan zaman atau apa, saya tidak mengerti. The level of respect for the lecture has decreased ya. Or is it because the mahasiswa itu tuh takut sama dosennya, saya juga nggak paham. Ya pokoknya ada yang respect, ada yang enggak gitu.
Cukup jelas ya untuk etika dari mahasiswa ke selanjutnya gini, Miss. What's the difference between starting class of offline and sekarang tuh online?
Oke.
What's the difference?
For theory course, in my opinion, it is still okay to do online class. But for practicum course, offline class are very good ya. Jadi jangan online kalau praktikum. But because it is currently in pandemic era, lectures in chemical engineering Polban provide practicum video to students so that student can understand more by visual. Jadi dosen-dosen Polban yang di kimia itu bikin video praktikum ya. Jadi secara visual mahasiswa bisa ngelihat oh kira-kira praktikumnya seperti ini. Tapi overall walaupun sudah ada video tetap enak praktikum tuh secara offline. Kalau theoretical is okay ya online, but praktikum is not okay. Karena kalau praktikum mahasiswa harus practice directly.
He is very influential for praktik ya Bu. Praktikum itu sangat mempengaruhi.
Ya.
Untuk lebih baiknya ke offline ya. Next
betul.
question dari.
Yeah. We hope that this pandemic era will be finished soon as soon as possible, yeah, Miss. Because we very miss our college. Okay. What's your opinion about Polban, Miss? What makes Polban superior?
Polban is polytechnic that has been around for a long time, so it should be better than other polytechnic maybe. And then in chemical engineering khususnya, in term of practicum equipment, in Polban is very complete when I compare to the another university, so that students can have a better experience than student outside of Polban ya. Jadi mahasiswa Polban tuh harus beruntung gitu karena alat-alat di Polban itu alat-alat praktikumnya terutama itu sangat-sangat lengkap ya dibandingkan dari universitas lain. Saya pernah kuliah di universitas, jadi saya bisa ngebandingin di Polban tuh emang good lah untuk segi peralatannya. And then Polban lectures teach theory and practicum at the same time. So in the term of application it is okay. Jadi si dosennya tuh kan ngajarin praktikum dan teoretikal juga kan. Nah kalau di universitas itu praktikum tuh ya sama asisten dosen, nggak sama dosennya itu gitu. Jadi kalian harus beruntung pada saat praktikum tuh yang ngajarin tuh dosennya langsung gitu, bukan asisten dosennya.
So we're very lucky as Faz to be in Polban. Menjadi bagian dari Polban itu adalah suatu hal yang sangat harus disyukuri gitu ya.
Yes.
Okay, for the last question, Faz.
And last question, what's your hope to all student in Polban, Miss? Experience to the new student this generasi COVID generasi gitu, Miss.
Oke. I hope to Polban students, all of Polban students can improve your soft skill, because soft skill is very important for your future success when you work in the industry. And then for the COVID generation students, you have to stay strong and then don't give up, even though lecturing online. Don't make it your excuse to be a lazy students, yeah. Because you have memaksimalkan available technology, such as following an online webinar that can will increase your knowledge. Ya, di samping dengan pelajaran di kampus ya, webinar is okay to improve your skill.
Yang penting is teknologi and comply, patuhi peraturan ya Miss. Jadi lebih memanfaatkan teknologi kalau lagi sekarang itu.
Yes.
Seperti itu.
Semangat pokoknya, Mas.
Dari Elis mungkin ada pertanyaan lagi, question, mumpung masih ada waktu.
I think it's enough ya. Mungkin Miss juga mau istirahat juga, udah capek dari pagi mungkin udah ngajar.
Oke.
Mungkin untuk penutupan, silakan
Ya,
Mas.
mohon maaf ganggu. Padahal kita kan nggak ke ajar sama Miss.
Ya, sama-sama. Oh iya, pengen tahu. Kamu tahu kontak nomor saya dari siapa?
Oh, itu saya dapat dari temen ibu yang keajar sama ibu.
Oh, yang di kimia.
Iya.
Oh iya, yang
Iya.
di teknik kimia.
Oke.
Mungkin untuk sekarang cukupkan dulu. Cukupkan ibu mohon maaf bila
Tidak
ada
apa-apa.
Iya, maaf ibu.
banyak kesalahan sama
Banyak.
apa ya, lebih tepatnya kurang sopan gitu, nggak keajar tapi udah berani ngewawancara.
Nggak masalah saya.
Yeah, I think it's enough, Miss. Thank you for the time. Thank you for knowledge. Thank you for pengalamannya yang tadi sudah Ibu ceritakan. Sekali lagi mohon maaf Ibu kalau mengganggu waktunya. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much, Miss.
Oke, ditutup.
Boleh Ibu. Ibu terima kasih Ibu.
Ya, sama-sama Neng, sama-sama Dek.
Terima kasih banyak Ibu.
Iya.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Terima kasih banyak Ibu sekali lagi.
Ya, sama-sama. Waalaikumsalam. Saya izin live ya.
Iya Ibu.
Ya Ibu.